link it up.
I think that should just be a
Our
every week thing. We good?
Chris.
Oh, cool. Why are you nervous?
I don't know.
Wait, car's going by.
5 people are going to see me. I'm just kidding.
Ouch.
No, I'm
And
kidding.
you're on your bank's commercials on the radio.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So
Okay, let's go. We're losing light.
you guys know the mom from Good Luck Charlie?
Yes,
That is her.
I'm the good
You-
luck, Charlie.
you are.
What's her
Except not as crazy.
Amy?
name is
Amy.
Amy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a guy at work. He's a soul guy, and I've helped him for 4 years. And every time he comes up, he goes, "Pam, hi. It's so
Pam?
good to see you." And I'm like, "Hey, Richard, Jen."
Why Pam?
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
Welcome, fellow Sunset Chasers, to your new favorite show and podcast, Sunset Chasing with Morgan and Hannah. Sit back, grab your favorite drink, and watch the sunset with us as we talk about life, marriage, God, and girl stuff. Life can be hard, so let's unwind together as the sun goes down. Because like your hosts always say, we found a good one.
Hello. We did a lot better this time.
We did. I didn't know that's what we were starting with. I was just going to start saying, welcome.
Anyways,
Welcome.
welcome to Sunset Chasing with
Morgan and Hannah.
We got, whoa, Hannah, we're on a roll. Yeah, up top. Today we're talking about what we wanted to be when I never know how to word this. What we wanted to be when we growed up. What we wanted to be when we were little, when we grew up. These mosquitoes are miniature birds.
They're huge.
They are massive tonight.
I think what you wanted to be when you were little. When you were little, what did you want to be?
What did I want to be when I was little?
When you were a kid.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways.
We are very excited to have you guys here with us tonight. It's super refreshing to just have some good old girl time with our special guest of the evening. We're going to talk about what Morgan was saying, just talking about what our dreams were when we were kids and what we're doing now, and just life.
And if we're working towards those things now, if we just completely forgot about it, what's going on? So we have a special guest here with us today. Also, don't forget there's a camera.
Yes, hello.
What was that?
Oh, no.
Did you see that?
I missed it. Oh,
There was a bug. There was a mosquito. It's not just the random wave again.
We have a special guest here today, which is my mother, Jen.
I'm Jen.
That's her.
AKA Mama J.
That's what we call her. That's what we will refer to her on this podcast because her name is Jen and she's a mom. So Mama J.
Yeah, that came from years ago when you were in high school and all your friends would come over and stuff. And one of them just was like, "Mama J, what's for breakfast?"
I started that.
That was Hannah.
It was you.
It was
It was
me.
Hannah.
I was thinking
So-
about that the other day.
So Mama J has been attached, and I love it. I hope it stays forever.
It's fitting.
Yeah.
Before we lose our sunset,
I think it'll get
because
better, guys.
It will get better, but it is starting to get a little dark here. But look,
Ooh, I have a name that I'd like to call it.
yes.
Well-
What?
Hannah can,
No,
because that's her thing.
no, you can call it.
Oh,
that.
I would call this sunset Orange Crush.
Orange Crush. I
Yeah.
think it will get bigger, you guys.
I do
I
too.
really do. I don't
Well,
think it's over yet.
That'll like burst up from the
We can,
earth.
and if I wish you could see the other side of the sky because
Oh,
it's just like pink
Yep.
and
Over
purple.
there.
Pretty.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
So, Mama J,
Yes.
being our topic is careers and everything. Do you know what you wanted to do when you were a kid? Do you remember?
I do. I
Okay, robot.
okay. When I was little, I was a pretty big tomboy, and I wanted to be a basketball player when I grew up, and I was that for a while until I blew up my entire knee, and I just had my 8th knee surgery in this last December. On the flip side of that, I also wanted to be a backup dancer because I thought it just looked cool.
Every basketball player's dream.
Yeah, I know. So I had those two things really like strong, and I played basketball. I was good at basketball. I was going places with basketball until my knee blew up. I never took dance lessons, but I love to dance. I could show you guys what I had in mind as a backup dancer if you want.
I mean,
I think our viewers would love to watch that.
Okay.
uh-oh.
It's all right.
But,
okay.
but don't hurt your
No.
knee.
Yeah.
So my dream was to like always just kind of be like a superstar tap dancer.
Okay.
So just, you know,
Well,
something like this.
if you are listening on Spotify right now, stop and go to
our
YouTube. Okay.
You won't regret it.
Yay!
And then there was also one other
Oh, we're not done.
that I always wanted to do, like in a movie or something. So I'll show you that now.
Oh, okay.
Franklin, am I out of the screen? Well, I'm going to go across.
She is the mom from Good
Okay,
Luck Charlie.
ready?
Don't hurt your knee. What's that one called?
That's like a walking.
I don't think they can see you anymore.
a walking version of the can or something.
So I just wanted to always walk across the stage, like come in and
With
go
a top
out.
hat. With a cane and a top hat. I can picture it.
I'm really out of breath now. I never really envisioned the cane. But I always wanted a top hat. So those two dreams did not work out for me.
But you might have your start here.
Yeah.
If someone sees this podcast.
I might get picked up.
You might.
My
They
name's
might go,
Jennifer
wow.
Evanoff. My phone number. Just kidding.
Michael Jordan's agent will see you watching this podcast and be like, man, she couldn't get her basketball in.
Get that girl.
We've got backup dancers lined up.
Okay. At some point in my life, I think when I was a little girl, because I watched my mom be a mom, that was like the number one, what I wanted to do forever, my whole life. Be a mom, take pride in my house, make the foods, run the kids here and there, just like be the mom on the block. And that's what I got to do. Mm-hmm. And it just brings me so much like joy and love. And my favorite years, I don't know if they're my favorite year, like I'm happy with where I'm at now. But like if I could just go back and like watch a movie of when my kids were like 2 to 10, it would just be the best movie of my life that I've ever seen, because I just loved mothering them.
So you stopped loving me at 11 years old.
No, it just got harder.
LOL. Why don't you just tap dance right on out? Since you obviously accomplished your dream of becoming a mom, is there anything else besides backup dancing and basketball that you want to do for a dream? Like now, is there anything?
Yeah, I would love to have a very small, very condensed menu cafe called Mama J's, specializing in like dietary need options, because we are that.
Yeah.
And I would love to be able to just offer people like Tuesday, it's, I don't know, chicken noodle soup day.
Yeah.
And
That'd be perfect. And we don't have places like that around
No.
here. Where we live is so uncultured. It has just like
Get with the times.
it just has no like restaurants or coffee shops or anything that like caters to those who have food allergies.
that's like, they'll offer options, but it's not just that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, when I make my $million some dollars from
Tap dancing.
what people just saw,
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Hannah.
Mama J.
Hannah. Hey.
Hey.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
Well, when I was a kid, I 100% just loved animals.
I remember that.
I still do.
Did you know her when she was a kid?
I knew her when she was 15, Becky.
Hasn't changed. I still do. I definitely wanted to be a vet when I was a kid. I was like, yeah, I'm going to open my own like little veterinary practice and I'm going to help all the animals in the world. And then I got to the realization that I would have to sometimes help animals to the end of their life.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I can't do that.
No.
Yeah.
That would be too difficult. I cried thinking about it. Like, it's not something I could do. So that dream just went like down the toilet.
Hannah, you could like go help out at the like shelters and just pet the dogs and
I
take them
did
for
that at the
walks.
Humane Society
Yeah.
for a while. I volunteered there to just like play with the dogs and the cats.
That's
and
awesome.
Walk them around. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it. Every kid goes through their like, I want to be a pop star, or I want to.
Did she want to be a pop star?
I don't know.
Oh.
Actually, I always thought, I was like, oh, it'd be fun to be a singer because, okay, those who are my age loved Hannah Montana and like
Okay.
Selena Gomez when you were a
Let's
kid.
go.
And so you were like, I want to do what they're doing because they're super cool. But anyways, that also has not been a thing because Hannah's shy. As
Hannah
can
done
be.
got shy.
Yeah. Hannah did done got shy.
And yeah.
That should be a shirt. I did that.
Add it to the merch line.
That's kind of where I went. Now I'm thinking maybe going to the beauty school.
Which I ship 100%.
Yeah.
What's that term?
Ship?
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 With a P.
I ship that.
What's that mean?
I don't
I
understand.
mean, the cool kids these days say that when they see like a new couple and they're like, I could ship it.
Like ship it off to port?
Yeah.
Like
I think so.
send it out?
that kind of makes me think I can ship it. Like, I want that as far away from me as can because it is the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I see it as like, I have confidence that they'll make it at sea. I ship that.
If you know what ship that means,
Leave
let
a
'em
comment.
know.
With a P. Ship with a P.
What if like what's another thing that like that's really good? Like I could bake that.
Nope, that's not a thing.
Ward likes to say I can build that to everything.
Oh, build.
I can build that.
I
If
can
I
fix that.
if I say, oh,
What's his name? Long live Sam. R.I.P. From Holes.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
can fix that.
I could build that.
yeah. Oh my gosh, I was just thinking about that. That makes me so sad.
It's a great movie.
It's so good. Back on topic here. Morgie, what were your childhood dreams like? What did you want to do?
What did I not want to be?
Oh my goodness.
That's the real question.
I'm
That's
gonna
the real
attest to that.
question. Because I feel like I'm a woman of many talents.
You are kind of like a Jill of all trades.
I didn't mean to sound,
No.
and I'm not talented at a lot of things. I just like doing a lot of different things.
You like to try things.
I do.
You are the person who's like, that looks cool. I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
And you're very good at like taking charge.
Uh-huh.
So, the first thing that I wanted to do was be a fashion designer. And now all I wear is t-shirts and leggings, so that shipped off. I shipped that.
Nice use of ship.
But see, that was the opposite use, whereas it didn't work out, so I sent it away.
I sent it away.
So I think she's on.
Anyhow.
Yeah. Anyways.
Then I wanted to be a detective. And then my dad sat me down. He was like, Morgan, do you realize the disgusting things that you'll have to see? Mm-hmm. And then I wanted to be a choir teacher for a very, 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 very long time until like I graduated high school.
You went to college for a little bit towards that.
Kind of. I went to college for elementary, and then I went to college for psychology, and then I went for art stuff. And then once they started doing art stuff online, I was like, nope. I just liked doing hands-on art stuff. And then I worked in an accounting office for 3 years, and I'm like have some credits going towards that degree. But ultimately, I just want to be a mom too. So that's the goal here. So we're just gonna chill
Yeah.
and do podcast things until
see
that
what
happens one day.
Yeah.
have kind of just dabbled in everything, and ultimately I grew up with such a like close family that that's just what I want, and I'll be content with. And I've always wanted to run a business also, just like catering to women and ministering to them, because I just have a heart for women, and some of the self-confidence things that we go through, like in all walks of life, singleness, when we're in high school, middle school, engaged, dating, all of that. I just have such a heart for women going through all of those things, because they're giant life changes.
Should we say what we actually are doing now?
Yeah.
Well, I'm still a mom to you and your brother Hudson, and half mom to Franklin, your husband, and mom and Jay to a multitude of other young adults and kids and whatnot. I am currently working at a bank as a teller, and I love it. And I will probably retire as a teller in like 20 more years.
Don't think about it.
That's all right, whatever.
No, you are going to retire as a business owner.
Oh, I might.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That is where it's going.
'Kay.
I
That's where
believe
it's
in
going.
that.
Okay.
What about you, Hannah?
Well, fun fact, Jen and I work at the same bank.
Oh my gosh.
So we can talk to each other all day if we want to, which that doesn't happen because
Different-
we're so busy. We're in
we
different
so are.
locations,
Different departments.
I work
Yeah.
in the loan department. I'm just like the backside. I do all the maintenancing.
Are you happy with your job?
I don't dislike it, but I know I don't want to do it for the rest of my life. It pays well. It gets us where we need to be. And if I want to go to school, it helps put some money in the bank so I can do that. So it's not bad.
cool.
And we have great new supervision who is awesome. And that makes it a lot better.
Good.
So.
That's great.
Yeah.
How about you? What are you doing with your life, kid?
Well, I always wanted to get married young, and I did. I got married at 19, and that's like my greatest life accomplishment.
False. I mean, no, it's great that you married Franklin. But like, anywho.
Wow.
Hannah leans in for the where's this going?
I mean,
You know
I
what I
ship
mean.
you.
You know what I mean.
And so I just love being a wife and a homemaker as we navigate like this tiny house life. But I'm also working part-time as a worship assistant at our church. And I really enjoy that because I get to spend a lot of time with the high school kids and love on them and get to know them. And those high school kids have my heart. So that is what I'm doing at the moment.
And you have some little kids things going throughout the week.
Oh, yeah, I'm a piano teacher. I teach pianos. I mean, I think I got a mosquito bite on my face.
Be gone. Send it away.
We want to bring a devotional towards the end of our podcast, just to bring it around and
share some of the Lord with you.
Yeah.
So tonight we have Psalm 37, 4 through 6, and it says, "Take delight in the Lord, and he will give you your heart's desires. Commit your way to the Lord, trust in him, and he will act, making your righteousness shine like the dawn, your justice like the noonday."
I just want to add the first part of verse 7. It says, "Be silent before the Lord and wait expectantly for him." Oh,
So good.
good.
I think that can be hard for people sometimes to wait expectantly because when they hear expectantly, they're like, oh, I'm going to wait with this in mind that this will happen. Like, I will get this exact car that I've always wanted, or I will, like, get this job and this is how it's going to happen, which is not what waiting expectantly is. Waiting expectantly is waiting expectantly that he's going to be God and do something good and great.
Right.
And work you through your waiting time.
Yeah. Well, and half the time, your desires, like, of course, he's going to give you your heart's desires. He wants that for you, but he has a total plan that you just don't see coming.
Yeah.
And your entire career shift or life shift could just go in any direction that you're just like, oh,
Yeah.
that's not
And
what I was planning, but wow.
Waiting expectantly with something in mind takes away the awesome surprise that God likes to give us.
Exactly.
Like, we thought there was going to be a sunset right there, and it's kind of jipping us. But we look this way, which we don't usually do, and God's like, surprise, it's on the opposite end of the sky, where the sun doesn't set. And, like, that's just, like, a cool little metaphor.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think that, I mean, we have expectations, we all do. But, there's some deer frolicking. That's a nice little surprise, too.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways.
So I have always loved this passage. So I dug into it a little bit more. For me,
On your bank receipts.
on my bank receipts. So what stuck out to me on these verses were like the action verbs. We have like take delight, commit your way, trust him. Delight means to experience the joy of someone's presence. And that was just like so refreshing to realize and understand that a little bit better. Like, I am delighted to be here with you guys. You guys are my best friends, and I love hanging out with you always. But to look at it that way, like, I'm taking joy. You guys are giving me joy. I'm delighted. Commit and trust everything to. So when you're committing your ways to the Lord, you are entrusting him with every single solitary last thing. The word delight in this verse comes from the Hebrew word, and I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. It's A-N-A-G. So anag, I don't know, means soft, pliable, and delicate. So to take delight in the Lord, we are allowing him to form us and mold us and to be delicate in his hands. And when it talks about our heart's desires, I feel like so many people get that confused with, like, you know, my desire is to, like, have a house and have all the people over and make the foods for them and and travel and have a blog for my life and this and that. Those are your desires. The closer we draw to God, he's going to put desires into our heart that draw back to him. And it's not our desires, it's our heart's desires. Two totally separate things. Our hearts have desires that we don't have. Mm-hmm. And the closer we are to God, our heart's desires are going to be to
Why
want
are you
to...
talking weird?
Because I have sickness
No,
in my
you have
throat.
like an accent happening right now. The closer we are to God.
It's the Spirit.
Okay.
I don't know. The closer we are to Jesus, our desires are going to be to want to serve him more and serve him in different ways we've never even thought of before, and be open to that. And just digging into the verse, this whole passage just opened my eyes to so bigger things that I never realized what it all meant. And it was just wonderful.
I think that's what's so cool about getting to have a relationship with God is it totally changes your perspective on
Absolutely
everything, and it just opens your eyes to things that you never thought about before.
Yeah.
Because you're not so self-focused. You're actually living your life the way we're meant to serve others, and that becomes what your heart wants.
Exactly.
And I think a reason why Hannah and I chose this passage for the topic that we have today, what we wanted to be when we grew up. When I was younger, I wanted to do music, and here I am being a worship assistant and a piano teacher. And it's not what I thought things would look like, but I'm still doing what I love, and I'm serving God through it, and it's bringing me joy. And so I think what's important is God gives us unique talents and gifts, and he puts certain desires in our hearts for a reason, and we need to wait expectantly that because he put that there, it's going to happen because he put that love and passion and desire in our hearts, and he's going to carry it out for his good. And it's so much better that he's going to carry that out for his good when we wait expectantly instead of us carrying it out for our own good.
Preach.
Absolutely.
Love it.
So, to end, we have a few shout outs because some of you, I put some polls out there to see what you guys wanted to be when you grew up, if you're that today, or what you're working towards. So we have Katie.Bassinet. These are all Instagram handles. She wanted to be a mom and an elementary school teacher, and she's having a kid
Yes.
This
soon.
month, I
Yeah.
think. Like this month or next
And can
month.
I just say,
Cutest pregnant lady
Katie,
ever.
if you're watching this or listening, honey, you're glowing.
You are.
So beautiful.
You got the glow.
You
You
do.
do. Jinx.
And she was student teaching this
Yeah.
last semester. So
love
she
that.
is killing it.
Love that
Yes.
for her.
Sydney Thorness is Sydney's Instagram handle.
Mm-hmm.
We love her. She wanted to be a flight attendant, and
I
here
could
she
see
is.
her doing that.
That was a big one.
Oh.
Here she is. She just had a baby, and she's a hairstylist. She went to beauty school.
Good
But
at
Sydney,
it as well.
you are amazing at it, but I could just picture you as a flight attendant.
I could too.
That is like,
Yeah,
I can see it.
I could see it. Too. Ooh, it's kind of getting pretty. Look at those pink clouds.
Oh. Do we see the pink clouds?
We've got _Jasmine_Elaine_ yeah, that's it. She wanted to be a veterinarian. A lot of people want to work on animals.
Yeah.
And
And is that what she's doing?
I don't know. She's in high school.
Oh.
Yeah.
So she's still making her way
She's
through
still
it.
making her way through it. Anna Bergen. Is that how you say that?
Yeah, Anna, hi.
Hi, Anna. Her Instagram handle is Bergenator. She wanted to be a teacher, and now she's a preschool teacher in Scotland.
I love it.
Yes, that's so awesome.
They're some of our friends we met in Scotland when
Yeah.
we went there on a mission trip. And we stayed with their family. Wonderful people.
And then Rena.Bowles. So Rena, where you at?
Girl.
She wanted
You
to
know.
be an interior designer.
You know.
But she is working at a local store, right?
Yeah.
And she's going
Like
to
a
be going to
sporting goods
school
store.
to do lashes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We love it when you guys give us feedback. We love, this is like our little taste of community that we get to bring across the screen onto our side of things. And we just kind of get to bring you into what we're doing and include you and have girl talk. And so when we put these polls out, we would love if you, that is so pretty.
It was really pretty.
Responded.
Participated
Talk
and
back.
responded and
Yeah.
talked with us.
Yeah.
Next week, we'll be talking all about dating and proposal stories. And we have a special guest for that we're super excited to have with us.
It's not me.
It's not her.
But you have to wait to find out.
You have to wait to find out. You have to
So,
come back.
that
All
would
right,
be
girls.
great.
Can we do this?
Hey, can I just say,
Yeah.
thanks so much for having
Oh,
me.
sorry. We meant to do that.
I mean, it's whatever.
Just push it aside.
I ship you.
I'll just dance my way off the camera. I had a lot of fun. Thanks for asking me.
really, Jen, thanks for being here.
I love you both
I
so
do
much.
call her mom, but most of the time I call her Jen and she calls me Becky.
Becky, yeah.
But no, thank you for being here. You're such a great example as to what chasing your dreams and being a godly woman and a leader in that looks like. And it's really cool to have her in our lives.
Absolutely. We love you all so
Mosquitoes.
much.
Okay, let's wrap this
All
up.
right.
Mosquitoes.
Thank you for joining us this week on
Morgan and
Nope.
Hannah. I was going to say Morgan and Hannah's.
You have been watching
Sunset Chasing with Morgan and Hannah.
Good
Night.
Night.